Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Cameron. Welcome to my kitchen here in Thailand, and today we are going to be making Babaganoush. This is one of my favorite dips. It's super delicious with fresh cut vegetables. You can make pita or a chapati type of bread. You can add it to wraps or eat on salads. It's so good, it's healthy, and super simple, and yeah, so amazing. So I'm really happy to share this recipe with you. I love baba ganoush. I ate it a lot during travels in Turkey. It's kind of a Middle Eastern type of dish, and I'm really happy to share it with you, so thank you for joining. If you have any questions or comments as we go, just leave them in the comment box, and as we cook together I will try and answer any questions as we go. I love these real-time demos so that we can be really cooking together, and you can get any information as we go, and I will post these demos to my IGTV channel, so if you're missing the replay live where you can ask questions, you can always find it on my channel. So next time you're cooking, you can tune in and we can cook together, walking step by step through the recipe. So we're pre-roasting our eggplant. We use roasted eggplants as the base of our baba ganoush, and this is so delicious. So here I've pre-roasted the eggplant, and it's just with olive oil, salt, and pepper. You get it nice and browned. You can also do this over an open flame, taking the whole eggplant and really searing the edges, getting it nice and brown and crispy. So here we've done baked, so we have our baked eggplant. And you leave the skin on. We've got one more batch here in my oven, my toaster oven. So it should be finishing up soon, getting a little more browned, but we will walk through the rest of the steps and do this last. So we have our eggplant. We're also going to be using tahini, lemon, half a lemon, 2 garlic cloves, and some cilantro. Always optional if you don't like cilantro. I know this can be like a genetic thing. Some people love it, some people hate it, so you can always leave that out or sub another herb if you want. And olive oil, salt, pepper, and cumin. So really simple ingredients, and it's going to be super delicious. So our first step is we'll go ahead and remove the skin from the eggplant that we do already have roasted. We'll be needing a blender or food processor. So we're going to be removing the skin. So once you bake the eggplant and get it nice and golden brown, the skin will just remove off of the eggplant. So then you put the eggplant meat into the blender and leave the skin off to the side. So you can do this with your fingers. It should come off nice and easy. If it's hot, you can use a spoon or help use a spoon to scrape the inside from the skin. So we're just going to remove the skin off of these eggplants. Obviously, when our next ones are going to be finished, it will be hot, so using a spoon and scraping from the skin will be our method of choice. Yes, just like this. So removing the skin, setting it to the side. So then we've got our roasted eggplants in here. We're going to add juice of half of a lemon, so just straining the seeds out and getting all the juice. I love using lemon for this one. A lot of times with recipes you can sub lemon or lime. It's just a slight taste difference, and also what you have available here. Limes are more readily available, so I like to use limes. But lemon, lime, whatever you prefer with the Babaganoush. I really love the freshness and zing of a lemon. Alright, so we've got our eggplant and half of a lemon. We're going to use 1/4 cup of olive oil and 1/4 cup of raw tahini. And tahini I love so much. It's super nutritious. It's made from sesame seeds and really good, so high in nutrients. So we'll add 1/4 cup of olive oil. Hello, sending so much love. Hi, Kishi. Oh. Alright, so we've got 1/4 cup of olive oil, and we'll do 1/4 cup of tahini. I love cooking with all of you, all of my friends from all over the world. Thank you for joining. I love that we can cook real time together, so a lot of times I post on my newsletter. So if you subscribe to my website, the link is in my bio, or roottorise.online. You'll get the live demo cooking schedule, so you can grab your ingredients in advance, cook with me, ask questions as we go. Super fun. Alright, so 1/4 cup of tahini, and we're just going to kind of eyeball this. About 4 spoonfuls, 4 tablespoons is 1/4 cup. So just using a spoon, 4 scoops. That's one thing I love about cooking. There is no right or wrong. There is no exact. You can just get creative. When you're using whole, real, and fresh ingredients, everything will taste amazing. Alright, so next 2 garlic cloves. So just removing the skin, adding them into the blender. And the herbs we're going to save for last. We will pulse those in so that they're not completely crushed, but a little bit of whole pieces. So now we have garlic into the blender. We'll add our spices, so a little bit of salt. I'll do about 1/4 teaspoon, a little bit more. Some black pepper. And again, with the spices, you can always just add some and then taste it after you've mixed it, adding more or less. We'll do about 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Yum. Cumin. Love this one. Okay, so now we have all of our spices, our roasted eggplant, and here I like to use 2 eggplants for the dip. So let's check and see. I think these are ready enough. So these are coming straight out of the toaster, perfectly browned and roasted. You can see the skin is a bit shrivelly. So now we will use a spoon to scrape the skin off. And it comes off super easy as you've roasted the eggplants. And then we will just add that into the blender. So it's really hot, so we can't really peel this one with our hands. So we will just scoop with the spoon. Make our lives easier. Adding it to the blender. I love eggplant. If there's any other eggplant lovers out there, let me know, and definitely try this dip and let me know what you think. Babaganoush. Also, it's just fun to say Babaganoush. I will be posting, if you're loving eggplant as much as I do, I've been loving it so much, so making the Babaganoush today, and also I will be posting on the blog a new recipe of severe salad, another Middle Eastern recipe with roasted eggplant and potatoes and tomatoes over a salad with the tahini dressing. So kind of another variety of this tahini and eggplant combination, and it's super good. So I will be posting that this evening. You can check it out. It will be up on the blog as well as my Instagram post for today. So this is one you're not gonna want to miss. Alright, so our last eggplant, you can see I'm just kind of holding it down and using the spoon to scrape out the inside from the skin and adding it to the blender. Alright, so now we have all of our ingredients in here. We've got our olive oil, tahini, eggplant, we've got our spices. It's smelling really nice, and our eggplant is just roasted with olive oil, salt, and pepper, but this is super simple and delicious, and will give amazing flavor. Also our lemon and garlic in here as well. And lastly, as we're blending, we will pulse in the cilantro, the fresh herbs. So I'm just going to make some kitchen space. And you don't need much equipment for this. As you can see, we're using just a simple blender and a toaster oven for our oven. So this is a simple recipe accessible to everybody. Alrighty, so we are getting ready to blend, and this I'm just going to like to pulse a little bit, and let's see what happens. Amazing. I think it's gonna be delicious. Super good. So now our last step is our fresh herbs. So let's save a little bit for decoration. So I will be using a handful, a small bunch here of cilantro. Again, it goes on your preferences and tastes. So if you want to use a lot of cilantro, a little cilantro, no cilantro, this is your Babaganoush creation. So make it as you like. You are the chef genius here. So here we have our cilantro, and I'm gonna cut the roots off of it, but keep some of the stem. And then I'm just gonna kind of cut a little bit here and then add it into our blender. And then we'll pulse a few more times so it's not completely blended in, but broken up into chunks. Easy and finished. Amazing. Let's give it a little try. Perfect. Oh, it's so delicious. Really good. Alright, so now we will transfer into our container or your serving bowl. If you're eating it right away in a nice bowl, top with a couple sprigs of cilantro for a beautiful look. serving with fresh veggies or some homemade pita bread. I've got a nice buckwheat chapati recipe that's really good to serve the babaganoush with. It's a gluten-free bread and takes just minutes to make. It's super easy. So we have our delicious babaganoush. And this will save a couple days in the fridge, like 2-3 days. So you can make a batch and have it on hand for the week. Again, you can add it to different wraps or salads. Eat it with different vegetables or your pita bread. Perfect to store on hand or share with friends. So getting all of the greatness from the blender. And again, we can decorate with just a couple sprigs of our cilantro for that extra touch of love. And we've got a beautiful babaganoush. Is anybody cooking along with me? How did yours turn out? This one's still warm from the eggplant. Super, super yummy. And we can serve with a little tip here. We can serve with cucumber. I love, as I said, with the roasted vegetables. And a little fun tip if you're serving for a party is taking a ridged vegetable peeler. You can either do a zebra cut, so going like this and then leaving a little bit of the skin, going again, leaving a little bit of the skin and going around for a nice look, or using a ridged vegetable peeler so it makes a nice kind of floral design. Going all the way around the cucumber. And then we will slice. And you can slice at an angle, again, for just a little mix-up of serving for your slices. And we're getting beautiful cuts here, beautiful cucumber rounds with a fun edge, great for dipping and serving. So you can also do this as well with carrots, your chapati bread. You can add, oops, you can also serve babaganoush maybe on a toast. Try optional gluten-free bread with sun-dried tomatoes, olive oil drizzle, some extra herbs. Sounds so good. It's amazing. Okay. So here's our babaganoush. It's super versatile, super delicious, healthy. We've got the tahini, wholesome ingredients, roasted eggplants as the base. Really simple. Just pre-roast your eggplant and then it takes 10 minutes to make a healthy dip and really, really delicious. So I hope you enjoyed today our babaganoush recipe. Join me live later in the week. We will also be cooking together. You can subscribe to my newsletter. The link is in my bio, aroottorise.online. When you subscribe, you're getting just 2 emails a month with all new recipes and content, as well as live demo schedule, online fasting retreats, discount codes, holistic health hacks. So holistic health is lifestyle health, it's diet, it's exercise, it's your relationships, mental health, everything that goes into our well-being. So subscribe to the newsletter so you can join me next time cooking along with me real time, so you can ask questions or leave comments as we go. And then in the end of our time together, you will have a delicious treat, whatever it is that we're cooking. Today we've got our amazing babaganoush, and I will post the replay on my IGTV channel. So go check it out, and there you'll also find a collection of my live demos. So enjoy cooking. So thank you everybody so much for joining, whether it's your morning or evening. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'm sending you so much love. Yeah, I hope you will join next time as well, and see you soon.